Election Day gets closer and closer, the party leaders are taking every opportunity to reach out to voters. Stephen Harper was in Southern Ontario today as he tries for a Conservative majority government, and he made a point of attacking the party that's seen a major surge in the polls, the NDP.
Stephen Harper needs to win big in Southern Ontario if he is going to achieve his majority dream.
And I want to remind you that every riding matters, that every effort matters, that every vote counts.
After weeks of slamming the Liberals, Harper has pivoted to attack the surging NDP, calling them a threat to the economy.
Friends, the NDP approach to issues like trade has not changed since the Cold War. It is an ideological throwback, bad for the economy, bad for Canada.
The Liberals took a similar tack as they bleed support to the New Democrats. Michael Ignatieff wants people to look past the surge and focus on the NDP platform.
Put the microscope on the platform. If you take this guy seriously, take him seriously. Take a look. It doesn't add up.
It is time to rise up.
Last night, the Liberals tried to remind voters of better times. They held a rally with Jean Chrétien, the last leader of any party to win a majority.
But when you have a good Liberal government, you have fiscally responsible people and socially preoccupied people. It is what is a Liberal.
But the NDP didn't reach back to their past.
The winds of change seem to be starting to come.
As their current leader could be on the brink of making history.
And why is that? Well, I think there's a profound desire to fix what's wrong in Ottawa.
That desire for change may be showing up in the opinion polls, but will it show up in the ballot box on voting day? The momentum in this campaign is clearly with the NDP, and the other parties only have a few days to change that. David Cochran, CBC News, Ottawa.
Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
Carly Agro joining me on the desk now, which means it's time for our first look at sports. Carly, and sports has a long tradition of honoring people that have been fundamental to the sport. I mean, you only have to look at the name of the Stanley Cup to get that, really.
That's a very good point, and that is also the case here in the border city. Well, the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre invited members and residents of the community to celebrate the club's official grand reopening. As the facility and its employees prepare to take major steps forward in the quality of recreation and leisure they offer the border city, city officials and club members took the time to take a step back and remember those who have helped the centre become what it is today.
Will be forever known as the Peter Kushner Room. Gentlemen, congratulations. Peter, congratulations.
The longtime club professional Peter Kushner spent 25 years of his life teaching the game of golf to anyone willing to learn. And while he can't rise to his feet these days, the people whose lives he touched did just that when a meeting room was named for him.
Well, I think that it's just important that their legacy lives on within our walls. I mean, it's very much how we run our business today, a lot of the same ethics, and I think that they really laid the ground for all of us that have followed in their footsteps.
Peter Kushner was an inspiration to me. If it wasn't for Peter giving me the opportunity he did when I was 15 years old to work in the pro shop alongside him, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't be the head golf professional here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre.
The family of Ann Townsend was also presented with a plaque that will be displayed in the newly renovated lounge she spent 24 years managing.
On behalf of the citizens of the City of Lloydminster and the patrons of the Communiplex, we pay tribute to Ann Townsend for her 24 years of dedication to the operation and promotion of this facility.
Center management and employees are optimistic that improvements to the lounge and dining facilities will help guests stay longer and laugh louder.
I hope it will attract younger people or those that have maybe taken some time off and coming back.
Our lounge is a huge investment into the facility, and every good golf course needs a solid lounge to be in partner with, and our staff do a tremendous job, and that's something that I believe people will walk away and say, wow, the service and the facility are just impeccable.
So long as Mother Nature cooperates, the facility hopes to open its doors to the public this Saturday.
I feel like we're contenders now with some of the other top courses. We have a great course, and now having the facility to match, I think, is a huge asset for the City of Lloydminster.
It's not always about being the best player on the team. It's not always about winning the championship. Maybe it's the coach who taught you something that you'll never forget. Maybe it's the teammate who made you believe that you had what it took long before you knew you did. These are the people, the players, the coaches, the superstars that Matt Schumann will be introducing us to on our new feature here at Newcap Sports called The Superstar Next Door. In our first edition of the feature, Matt introduces us to EFC trainer Travis Quinnell.
Growing up as a child, Travis Quinnell was a big fan of the WWE, and at the age of 11, he signed up to try wrestling himself.
My junior high offered wrestling, so I went on and tried it out and then kept on continuing it all the way to university.
When he got to the university ranks, Travis admits he wasn't the greatest wrestler at the time, but says he had one of the greatest coaches in Todd Hines to get Travis ranked in the top 10 among CIS wrestlers.
He made us work real hard, and by the time I wrapped up my career at U of S, I was ranked top 10 in Canada, and I felt real good about what happened in my 4 years there.
After university, Travis came to Lloydminster to work, and not wanting to give up wrestling, Travis found a gym in the border city.
I found there's a group in town that's doing some submission grappling stuff and some ultimate fighting, so I went out and tried it out and just kind of blossomed from there. Spent some time in Portland, Oregon with Team Quest, down in Vegas with some teams down there at Vandalay Silva's camp, and now I train. We have 14 pro fighters coming out of our gym that are all pretty successful right now, so the trainings went well.
Travis decided to take a different road later on, becoming a coach for MMA United.
I like it. I almost like it better than fighting. I love being in the corner and seeing the guys win. It's even if they lose, it takes a lot of guts to get in that cage. It's just an impressive feat when those guys go in ready to fight.
And as for Travis making a return to the octagon,
I really want my next fight to be in Lloydminster. So as soon as the city and the commission, everything says that I can fight here on my own card, then that'll be the next time I get in the ring.
Matt Schumann, Newcap Sports.
Brought to you by your local BRP dealer. Power Merchants of St. Paul, Norsask of North Battleford, and RecTech Power Products of Lloydminster, your local BRP dealers.
And if you know someone living next door that is a superstar in his or her own way, we want to hear from you. Email us at superstar@newcap.ca. That is your first look at sports this evening. Stay tuned though, Newcap weather is next.